Consider this piecewise function defined by minus x squared minus 1 when x is less than or equal to 0, 2 between 0 and 4, and 2 plus root x when x is greater than or equal to 4. First of all, let's evaluate this at some different values. So f of -1, -1 we are in this section here. So it's going to be minus -1 squared minus 1, which is negative 0, which is just 0. F of 1 is equal to, well, at this point we're now in between 0 and 4, so we're in this section, so it is just equal to 2. F of 4, we're now into this section, greater than or equal to 4, so it's 2 plus the square root of 4, which is 4. And finally, f of 9, again we're in this last section, so it is 2 plus the square root of 9, which is 2 plus 3, which is 5. Now let's have a think of what this graph looks like when I sketch it. We write down the function again so we can see it. It's made up of 3 parts, minus x squared minus 1, when x is less than or equal to 0, is equal to 2, between 0 and 4, and it was equal to 2 plus the square root of x, when x is greater than or equal to 4. Let's put in our axes and then have a think about what this graph is going to look like. I'm going to take it one step at a time. So first of all, minus x squared minus 1. So x squared minus 1 would look like this. So minus it, we have to reflect it in the x-axis, so it's going to look something like this. But we're only going up to x equals 0, so I'm going to stop there. And it includes that point, so I'm going to draw a filled-in circle. Now we have x is equal to 2. Probably label that value there as 1. X is equal to 2, sorry, y is equal to 2 between 0 and 4. So between 0 and 4, it's just equal to 2. So we're going to now have a horizontal line. Doesn't include 0, doesn't include 4. That point there is 4, and that is a height of 2. Finally, 2 plus root x. So let's start at the beginning. When x is 4, it is equal to 2 plus 2, which is 4. So it's going to start at 4, and it includes that value at 4. And it's a radical function, so it's going to come up and have this sort of general look. So we get this graph here, this function, which is made up of 3 distinct parts. It is still a function because it passes the vertical line test at all points. At this point here, it's perfectly defined as 1, and at this point here, it's defined as 4 because of the hollow circles. Write down the domain and range of the function f is our next question. So our domain, all of these x values are fine, all of these x values are fine, all of these x values are fine. So our domain is all values of x such that x is a real number. Our range is the possible y values. All of these values of y are fine up to 1, but then there's a gap from 1 to 2. So anything less than or equal to 1 is fine. Then we can have 2. That's absolutely fine. And finally, all of these y values, which is anything greater than or equal to 4. So our range is made up of 3 different parts: the less than or equal to 1 bits, the y equals 2 bits, and the greater than or equal to 4 bits.